try to get started.
All right.
Real quick, like this meeting on time here on your lunch hour, and we definitely appreciate you coming today. Thank you so much for coming out in this wonderful weather to be with us today. It's really important meeting today. Because we're getting in crunch time, right? So before I actually get started into the agenda that I don't have, I'm going to pass these around. So let the front table take one and pass it, and then they can pass it back, and y'all figure it out. I have 3 of these. We'll get these passed out, and then we'll kind of get started. Please, there's plenty of food. Thanks to our lunch sponsor today, Kane. They always do a phenomenal job. Love their food. So we want to make sure you go by and thank them if you have a chance, and reciprocate. Take one of those.
One for team.
One per person. If we run out, it's Bernadette's fault. Just so you know.
I'm just hoping to get fired.
No such luck, buddy.
Oh, Gordon. You're trying.
So what you're receiving. Huh? Pictures? If we need to take pictures. Okay, all right. When he's telling me that we have to take any pictures, we're gonna do it right up here. I don't know if we have to, but if y'all want to take a picture, whatever. So what you're getting in here that's coming around is information.
You know what, this is a
And this is Colon Cancer Awareness Month. Every year, every month, we do with breast cancer awareness, colon cancer awareness. To be honest with you, even though we look at some specific cancers that we want to bring awareness to, we target specific things. Really, every day, awareness. All things. We all need to be understand that. And I was in New Orleans this morning at the Hope Lodge and doing a little presentation and meet people from the Skinner event. And they had a guest speaker, a doctor that got up there. And I want to share a little story with you that he said. I thought it was pretty cool. I'm not going to get it 100% right, but I know. What he said was, when we talk about cancer, we talk about it as if it's not ours. Even if we do diagnosis, we are fighting for survival, we have a tendency to take it outside of ourselves. Cancer. Well, it's us. It's us. And it's just basically, for really simple terms, it's as if you made the analogy, and I'll close with this. When you think about a classroom, and all the students are sitting down, and all the students are debating, and the teachers in the front have control of the class, the hallways are quiet. And then little Johnny shows up, right, with all the little people. And he's disruptive, he just can't stay in rhythm with the class as they do a little sing-along. He's the odd guy out. But he's fun. So somebody else says, hey, I'm going to join little Johnny and do what he's doing. Now we have 2 little Johnnies. And in additional position, that's the those cells just for whatever reason just get eradicated, misbehave, and they get other people they do, you don't have to try. So when we talk about colon cancer, I think it's really important everyone understands this is colon cancer. That is wonderful, beautiful, curable cancer. You can just catch it early. However, if it gets into the later stages, it's one of the most deadly. So think about it. It's a test. Nobody wants to have gum. The recommendation is, do you want 50 years old? Once you get 50, they suggest you do at least that's 50, and then there's some information about how often you should do it, depending on what they find. But just knowing the fact that, hey, if we can catch this early, let it get too far before we catch it.
I just want to add to that while MJ's talking about the colon cancer awareness. The whole month of March is colon cancer awareness month. And while the recommended age is 50 for you to start getting screened for that, I'm going to share a little personal history of my own with you. I have a very significant family history of colon cancer. And so while the recommended age is 50, I started at 40 for the simple fact that the family history is there. I've had 2 colonoscopies done, I'm 46 now. I've had polyps removed both times. Had I waited until I was 50, I would have had colon cancer by that time. So it's very important to pay attention to, your family history and take all of that into consideration too when you're considering if you're gonna go get screened or not. So.
Excellent point.
And just to add to that, I also have like significant family members who died on both sides of my family, and my mom died of it at 32. So I have also been getting colonoscopy since I'm 18. I just had my 4th one 2 weeks ago. Yeah, everything was, I have my head in the
So, 2 testimonies, you do have to pay attention to your family history. It's really important. Genetics is important, not necessarily the driving force behind it, but definitely important, and maybe coordination to do something. Thank you, Becky, for sharing your age with us. Something else that's going to be passed around, I haven't done it already, I probably haven't. This one I need an assistant. The auction form, maybe the auction. Y'all get auction? This is your auction form. So today's meeting, there's no presentation, because this is the get down to the grassroots kind of brass tacks, cross the T's, dot the I's kind of meeting. This is a meeting where we're 50 days from the event, right? It's crazy scary, but we're there. And this is when, while we still want to go out and fundraise and we still want to encourage new teams to join, which is never too late, we start kind of putting all the things together and answering your questions. So let me just give you a quick update. As of right before I left the office, we have 82 teams registered, which is phenomenal. It's a lot more than we were at this point last year. We have 1,000 participants signed up, which is another really, really good thing for us. And we've raised, not counting what we picked up today, not counting some of the emails I saw from sponsors, already $114,000. You need to leave yourself a big.
If anybody has money to turn in today, we'll gladly take it so that number can go up for them.
Absolutely, because, we always want to make sure we can go. So what I did is just kind of went through some quick snapshots of agendas of things we need to talk about. But I really, really want you to feel free at any point in time in the next 30 or 40 minutes to raise your hand and ask questions. So let me bring up to date what most of you have on your mind, the map. Where's my campsite? Right, that's kind of what you're thinking. So we developed the map, we have to place these events for Relay Central that we have involved in our event this year. Very, very fortunate to have that in our event. One of 12 events in the nation that were asked to participate in that. Because we're a top performer, we were asked to do that. We're very honored about that. We placed those. We had to get our stage placed in. So we had to get our Relay Central actually helped us with our entrance. We're going to have a very well-defined, lit up, beautiful entrance. And there's no way you're going to miss how to get into our event. Now, I know people come in from everywhere, but that had to be placed. And of course, our sponsor teams. So, returning teams. Any brand new teams in here, first year teams? Thank you all. Well, appreciate it. If you're not a sponsoring team, then you're gonna have to fill out the campsite selection form. Those forms are available online yet?
No, not yet.
And so they will be today, right? Okay. So go online, and we can also email them to you. You can email me or Becky or Bernadette or Ed or Ruby, any of the leadership team. We'll get them to you. It's time to start filling those out and getting them back to us.
Once I get them online, I'll send out an email to the
Okay.
to everybody.
So you'll get it, they'll be online and you'll get an email to them. Anyway, so what's it look like? It's just like it did last year. You know, your team name, how long have you been involved in the relay? Are you tied to a sponsor in any way, shape, or form? were you happy with the site last year? Would you like it back if it's available? Most of them will be, except for where we have to put some of these places because we changed the track, stage in a different spot. What are you doing? And this kind of ties into another form that Bernadette has created that you may have seen that I think is already available online. And that is kind of, I don't know the name of, what's the name of that form?
I think we're calling it the activity form, so that we can figure out what you're doing that night to make a little flyer to hand to the.
Both of these forms kind of work hand in hand. One is really geared toward what you're doing so that we know if we need to give you special needs for your tent. Like if you're bringing in a big old trail, we need to know that. If you're bringing in barbecue chips, if you're frying, those types of things. So that we can make sure everybody's placed in a safe place and not bothering the neighbors. Sometimes that can be helped. I see smoke from grills. I love it and stuff. So the campsite selection form is important for that. And it does act with activities. The activity form is more specific to what are you going to be doing that night when you're fundraising. Because we will this year, when people walk through our entrance, be able to say, welcome to Relay, here you go, and pick that form and say, oh, look, so-and-so's doing burgers. You may not list everything you're doing, so this lists your top things. If you're doing a raffle, maybe put on there your top prize. You might have 20, but that first, second, and third place prize is what more gets their attention, right? So they'll be able to see where that's at. The other thing this year is not only will they be able to see what you're doing, they're going to know where you're at. You're going to have an address, an actual address.
And we have 4 streets.
We have our 4 Streets sponsor. That went very, very well. Thank you to those that stepped up and sponsored those streets. So you are going to be at number 33, Baywater Drilling Lane, or whatever we decide to call it. And so on the map, on the flyer, there'll be a little map. And we're going to actually have street signs. And I've already incorporated a little one-way sign, so
Oh, yeah.
one-way signs, some little 12-year-olds, police uniform. And people will be confined. I'm frustrated with friends. How many times you all have been related for a while, trying to get your phone and get previous call from somebody trying to find you. Right? So now they can just go to the front tent, they'll get the map, be able to come find you, they know what you're selling, and we just think it's going to enhance our event and our participation, and the public will be really excited about it, and we won't miss any sales or anybody coming by to see you. Any questions on that?
Can you email that form out too?
Which one is that?
And I said it in one.
That one I think is actually already available.
It's not. Let me clarify that.
Ed, tell us what's
Yeah,
going on.
so those 2 forms now, I just got that form there, the form are still waiting on the campsite selection form. Here's what I'm trying to do. Once I get those forms, I have a link to those forms online. I'm going to send you that link, but I'm also trying to do it where it's an online form where you can fill out online and try to get away from the paper. So hopefully by Friday, that's my goal, is to have it built. So please just be patient with me. I will do those forms and you'll have plenty of time to fill that out. Is that everything? Thank you.
Thank you, Ann.
He said, yeah, thinking that it was coming. But he did tell me that he was trying to get fill it online, which makes sense.
So many moving parts, we gotta make sure
Fill it
everybody.
out, scan it, email it back to them. So that definitely makes sense. So get those forms into us because we're gonna start building that back. And Nick is really, really on top of that and we'll take care of that. As you can tell, we have shirts here. These are participant shirts. For those that have got the $100 level, this is not the VIP, this is just the regular.
That's just team captain.
Oh, I'm sorry, team captain shirts.
Just team captain shirts.
These are team captain shirts, so forget what I just said about the $100. However, keep in mind, we are doing the VIP this year. Talked about it a few times, we'll make sure everybody understands. Any one participant on your team that raises at least $100 or more online will be given a virtual bracelet, and they will be allowed to come into the VIP tent, which will open after Luminar. And we're going to have some snacks and some purple Kool-Aid. We'll be swinging some purple non-alcoholic daiquiris. And it's just going to be a cool place to come hang out for a little while and just be recognized as being an online fundraiser. So, like I said, not designed to come spend the night at and take away from your team, but just give a little recognition to those that went online and did some fundraising. So that's going on, that's still going. We'll have those bracelets that pass out at night. And we'll have a list by team, so you'll know, hey, this is the people who went team that did this. All right, I'm trying to go through this kind of seeing, we always ask about fundraising, I don't want to miss that. Anybody, have a fundraiser going on this month? We're in March, right? March, okay. I'll just start at the front, work my way back. What you got going
I'm
on?
doing another half and half.
Another half and half. Now, is that at your office or open to anyone?
Yep, anymore.
Anybody, if you bring her $100, will get half and half. They're $1 a piece, right? All right.
What company is that?
USI.
Anybody wants to use that, you can any of our branches, and you can buy tickets. Each branch has their own baskets, some have a whole bunch, some have 3 or 4. I don't know if our Eastside branches are gonna get it last year, one of the girls did a really awesome, like, read. So if you guys are interested in that, $1
So on the back up,
a
yeah, so that's what I missed. This half and half is being done at USI. Okay, so I just point that out, I just think about it. What you just spoke about, South Movement, we'll be a branch of you guys.
We just went ahead and our garage sale Saturday, now we're gonna have it this Saturday.
So your garage sale is now this Saturday.
Yeah,
And where's that gonna be?
on Highway 56.
On Highway, like on the show is? Okay, you have signs out.
Yeah.
We have a crawfish basket. All the fixings to do crawfish boil.
Okay.
Last week, one of these over there.
And that's at your office, right, it's Hayden, our,
Javier is doing a bowl tournament. This one's gonna be on the east side next weekend. So next
Okay.
Saturday at 7:00.
next Saturday, what time?
7:00, they're gonna have a boost, basket, a half and half, and door prizes.
Send me an email, or, you know, give me an email, I love it. I'll lose that one. And I might try to make it next Saturday. But,
We're gonna do the March Madness, we do the NCAA brackets, we charge $20 an entry, and half the money goes to the team and half the money goes to the winner.
and where can they get those at?
I'll have those the day after they announce the teams, I can get it to,
Give it to us and we'll, you know, get it out there, and that's for the
That's
super
always
short time, right?
yeah, and that's always a fun fundraiser.
All right, yeah, March Madness.
We're doing a garage sale this Saturday as well, Pride Financial Whiteboard, by Bones.
Okay, so we're gonna have one in town and one down in Showman, all
And
right.
we're selling little Caesar pizza kits. They're 15.
Nice. And what is that?
Pride Financial.
Pride Financial, so they do the Little Caesar kits, Little Caesar pizza kits, which are great, and, they're doing a garage sale. Okay, Ruby?
We're gonna be serving the beer at the bike night on March 26th at the Harley Davidson place.
Okay,
And all of the, it's a dollar draft beer, and all of the, money from the beer goes to the way.
Dollar Draft Beer. So, okay, yeah,
We got a garage sale Saturday, and Summerfield, and then we also have a bowling tournament on Sunday at Field Wing.
okay, and that's for
Big Park, yeah.
right? So he's got a garage sale, and his is gonna be down about Summerfield. Yours is over by Lion Guard, you've got one in Showman.
Coming that way.
And, the bowling tournament is Sunday.
Sunday at 2:00.
2:00 at Creole Lane, that's also a little tap.
We'll tap.
Everything else.
There's free food in the kitchen if anybody wants more. Just-
That's not important.
I have a relay that right next to it.
Anybody else with fundraising? Okay. So this is the article for the shirt. Really nice shirts. I'm gonna get this online, so you guys can see it, and then you just order it in there. Shrimping for you, okay. All right, good, good. I don't want to miss out. Everybody good? All right. Don't forget, luminars, we have bags here. Sell those luminars, there will be some available, that night at Relay, when I was first there. I know they don't want me to tell you this, that when you turn them in at bank night, make sure, please, if you could, put, if they got the names on them or decorated, that they're in alphabetical order, right? That helps them sort them out. We do, how many bags? 3,000? Something like 3,000 luminaries, right?
Yeah, that's
So,
how many we usually put out, is around 3,000.
around 3,000 we bags go out. So it's really helpful for the people that are dealing with that, to use to have them already in alphabetical order. We do have, you know, I don't think we do feed anymore, we're doing cupcakes and things like that, those are available. People like to sell those at their office, as fundraisers, we have those available for you. You know, it's not too late, you got a lot of good opportunities with spring coming and Easter and
You done?
March Madness, and all of those things coming, well, hopefully we can get warmer. So keep fundraising. And, you know, don't forget about our educational message signs as well. $100.
No, this is it, this is.
I know this is simple.
Yes.
Something, this is not one, but this is what it would be on, or something like this. The educational message sign. And these are the ones that you see around the track. These are $100. Again, they go toward your team total if you sell them as well.
So while MJ's talking about that, everybody keeps asking me back, prior to this year, you used to have a specific form that was for an educational sign. They did away with that. They want us to use the actual sponsorship form. So it has every sponsorship level because an educational sign is considered a sponsorship. And it is the last one at the bottom. It says $100 educational sign. So if you go to the website and you print the sponsorship form, this is the form you use for the educational signs, okay?
Okay, when I completed the form on the one that I sold, I drew a line and put in memory of, because it's a wife that lost her husband, and she behind it, so that will be on the sign.
Correct.
Okay, because there's no place for in memory of.
Right, yeah. Yeah, you can write whatever you want on it.
Yeah.
Okay. You're welcome.
Okay, what we're trying to figure out right now, and Becky could probably help us with this. Do we have another team captain meeting in April?
Yes, we don't have too many.
One or two?
One team captain, one youth leader.
Okay, so there's gonna be at least one more.
We have
These meetings to really, really home in on some of the things.
one more meeting in
We
Bangkok.
don't have today. So that's good to know. Okay, all right, so we'll talk a little bit about logistics. Everything's in really good shape. The stage is locked in, thanks to our stage fund, Southern Bank. Our sound, our lighting, extra lighting, all of our stuff will be central. We're gonna start loading in probably some of the big stuff this year, Thursday night. So you can do, I'm just gonna hold people Marriott or something. But, so we're gonna start bringing all the big stuff in Thursday. The good news is our production people are gonna come in on Friday this year. That's always been a hassle for us on Saturday in the middle of trying to really put everything completely up. We got a big truck and the guys are painting all the stuff and getting the stage up. So hopefully by Friday night, that's done and out of our way. And those of you that don't load in until Saturday are gonna see like, wow, I can get right to my place, set up, bring whatever, if it's not already up, get it set up, or if it's up, get your stuff in and get it done. So we're really, really hoping to see that in and out, that loading experience even get better for you by getting the big stuff out of our way Thursday and Friday. Keep in mind, cooking, you need to have a fire extinguisher with you. Okay? We don't provide them. If you're handling any type of grease, please don't pour it on the rain or on the grass. There is a grease container on the side of the Civic Center, same side we're on, so that's where it's at. Just go pour it in there. If you're not sure where it's at, find somebody with the green, not sure, green this year, green. committee shirts are green?
Green.
Green, find somebody with a green shirt, or anybody, just ask, where can I put this? Don't carry a pot, please, I don't know if I get, we can deal with it. If you do, you know, we don't have much of an issue, but in some events, we have to prepare for barbecue pits with charcoal, hitting the ground and burning grass. We don't have that problem, it's probably not a bad idea. One cool little piece of plywood down, just to clean up the edges, I don't know if there's any benefit, but if you are cooking, and for some reason, I don't think I've ever seen anybody do this, some of the grass medians at the Civic Center, don't put your pit up on there without some protection for the grass. We don't want to burn the place down, or leave a big dead spot. People asking here, sand can be available. Would we bring sand in for the luminary bags? And for the big pots that hold the signs? If there's sand left, you're absolutely welcome, in fact, encouraged to go get some. But if we're still doing the luminaries, you might want to wait, make sure we get all those done before we start taking sand. We will not have ice this year. We've been lucky that in the last few years, we've been able to get an ice machine out there, not a machine, but a box plugged in, and ice cream maker. We will not even have that this year.
MJ, I'm sorry, I secured that yesterday.
Never mind, we have ice.
I'm sorry.
Things happen fast at this event.
Listen, Blanche's Refrigeration became a sponsor yesterday.
Oh.
And so they're sponsoring the event again, and I asked for the box to store the ice. So if
Okay.
you can get somebody to donate the ice, they will deliver it, set it up, and we'll have it.
Okay, so we have the box for ice, we just gotta go get the ice. We did that last year, we had to go to people in Berg, Slow.
Right.
It was donated, but we had to go hustle that, maybe a couple of jobs. It wasn't bad, I'll take that also. But, so hopefully we'll have ice. Worst case scenario, we'll have a ticket. Sir?
Make the ice box and get We'll make the ice box for the VIP.
Oh, yeah, there you go. We're gonna have more people than will fit in that box.
Can I talk real quickly about activities that night?
I was actually gonna ask you to talk about activities.
Here's on my copy of the agenda.
I didn't have it.
All right, remember, if your team wants to participate in the T-shirt contest, you're gonna turn in the T-shirt bank night. We're gonna donate those T-shirts to a meeting cause, I think last year we gave them to Beautiful Beginnings, the Valley Women and Children's Center. If you need the shirt back, you're just gonna tell us on bank night. Teams can also participate in the campsite decorating contest. The theme is all aboard for a cure. The judges are gonna go around and look to see which one looks like it needs the theme the most. Another competition we have that night is the cook-off contest. The best relay main dish, best relay appetizer, and best relay dessert. So Tina, you only gotta bring me 3 things to eat this year instead of 20. We want it on like a sauce, so don't bring me a whole lasagna. Okay, just the judges, they have to taste so much. One look, MJ says bring the whole thing, bring me the sauce, and bring him the rest.
We're around that.
So if you're gonna do a bread pudding, bring MJ the pan and just bring us the sauce or something. Because we just threw away so much food last year because they all eat off of one serving. The judges use a different fork and choose a different corner. So that's the 3 food items. And I promise you by the next meeting, we'll tell you what time to have a fair out in the city.
Yes, and we'll post everything we're talking about online. So we nail it all down. So you just go to our website.
Oh, no, the food, thank you, Ms. Jane. The food appearance is no longer on the judge's rubric for the food. Used to be appearance, and so you brought the big dish with the parsley. No, just bring them one serving size. They don't care what it looks like, they want to make sure it tastes good. They all look good to the judges. I don't know. Is a team, Ms. Callen, is your team sponsored volleyball this year?
If not, I know who, the second person who wanted to do it last year.
All right, so volleyball, just so everybody knows, the event gave up volleyball 2 years ago, or last year. No, as an event. In other words, we used to just sponsor, Mr. Karen always ran it for us. But we said, you know, we just don't have, logistically, it just doesn't make sense for us. But we said, look, if you want to pick it up for your team as a fundraiser, then you manage it, you handle it, and it's all yours. And she did that last year. She may not do that this year, but she has somebody who might, if they do, will announce it, in case you want to put a volleyball team. I think you charge 25 for each.
One more contest is the banner contest. We have the parade teams, when MJ's calling out the names of all, or the MC's calling out the names of all the teams, everybody's gonna walk around with their banner. A picture will be taken of you carrying your banner when you hit the stage. The judges are gonna judge those, nice, we should be out of 10 from the photograph, so that'll stop some of the congestion that we had last year. Just a quick contest. The T-shirt ahead of time, the banner when you're walking around, the campsite they'll walk to you, and the food. That's the three of them.
What's really good about that is exactly what she said, is you don't really, you can just hesitate long enough to take a picture and then move on. And then they're gonna electronically judge them, so that's gonna help out a lot. Other activities?
Okay, and this is our first year, so as far as the banner and the campsite, you're automatically gonna do that, we don't have to fill out any paperwork.
That's
No, you're not gonna fill out any
If your
paperwork.
campsite's decorated, they're gonna judge.
They're gonna judge it if it's not, and they'll just get a single.
Right.
If they pass it front of the stage with a banner, they're gonna take a picture of it, they're gonna judge it.
You have to bring us the food for that to get judged.
The food has to be brought,
And you have to bring us
t-shirt
the
has to come in bank night, and you don't get that from them.
I can leave now.
Also that night, other activities we're gonna have going on, you know, we have our bands, we're gonna have our relay contest, we're gonna have our, relay madness, we used to call it midnight madness, but now it's at 11 o'clock, so it doesn't make sense. So it's relay madness, it's now gonna be at 11. If you haven't heard yet, a new model for our relay is not an overnight event. We're like 5 to 1 a.m. event. So that gives us an opportunity to do an opening ceremony at 5, which we always done. Our luminaries are at 9, followed by the fireworks. And then we're gonna do a true closing ceremony at midnight. So what do I mean by true closing ceremony? An actual closing ceremony where everybody's still there, and we get to give out awards to our top teams, recognize the ones that won these contests we're talking about, and not just have 8 committee people still there at 2 a.m. and the hardcore camping people that are still around. Hopefully we'll still have a good crowd. Thought process behind that is, hey, you know what? It's 10:30, I'm tired. 11 o'clock, I'm tired. You know what? I can do another hour. I want to wait to close the ceremony. We'll do our closing ceremony, then the band will play, and close it out till 1. And then we're done. So that's a new model that ACS put out this year. They gave the options of doing a 6-hour, 12-hour, or 24-hour event. So we're kind of taking in between the 6 and the 12. I think what's 7 hours within the math. Because you don't have to be specific. As long as you do those 3 things, have an open ceremony, a luminary, and a closing ceremony, then they don't care. I've seen a lot of events shift to 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. It just gives you a lot of freedom, and it relieves you of that guilt of not having an overnight event. Yeah.
The donation donated for the night madness,
You can bring, we prefer you bring event night, just bring it to the stage, or turn it in. I'd rather, what do y'all prefer, the inside or at the stage? Stage? Or inside? Okay.
Turn in our registration.
Okay.
When you register your team.
Register, turn in your gifts. So we need gifts for midnight madness, like you about to prize. They don't have to be anything significant, caps, trinkets, like, these things, kids, primarily kids that are involved in this, but we have some more.
Registration's between 3 and 5.
Registration is between 3 and 5. So
It's usually in the lobby at the Civic Center,
correct.
and they can turn in the madness prize.
Okay. So when you come to register your team, and please remember to do that, so we know that you're there. So register, turn in midnight madness, take care of all your little businesses you gotta take care of, and so we got that, and our 3 bands this year: Southern Cross, our mainstay opener, followed by the Young Band, which is really fun, and then we have a new band called
Natural,
man called,
natural satisfaction. Natural satisfaction.
I don't know why can't I remember that? Natural Satisfaction. The day we closed this out. And they approached us and said, we'd really, really like to donate our time to this event. And we said, absolutely. So we'll have that. Something new this year, we're gonna have actual true MCs. This is really, really good for y'all. Because y'all won't have to hear me all day long. You hear me all year long. So we have 2 MCs this year. One is Lonnie Thibodeau, and the other one is gonna be one from our media sponsor, Sunburst Media. I don't think they've identified who it's gonna be yet. But they're gonna do all that work. All this announcing, and you know, we're still gonna be involved. We're gonna be out there. But this is my process is it. So that's a good team. Myself, Bernadette, Becky, Ruby, so once you see all this color around the team, post in the paper, you can actually go walk in. Go say hi, eat some of the food, buy some raffle tickets, thank people for coming. That's really, really what we want to do.
If we have a raffle and we join that night, would it be possible to have the winners announced on the stage? And if so, what would be a good time?
Anytime. We announce all night long.
Okay.
As soon as you close your raffle, bring us the winners. We'll announce the team, the address of the team, and we'll announce the winners. Now, sometimes people hear it, sometimes they don't. Sometimes it's nice. I'll just give you a hint. I'm glad you brought that up. If you're gonna bring us a copy of your winners, make it our copy. Because if you say, here's my winners, and after I announce them, you take it away, I guarantee you, 30 minutes, somebody can say, I heard my name, what did I win? And what campsite is that? But if we have a copy, I can say, where'd you buy tickets? You know, what city's at? Quebec Smith, or, you know, and I get them. Oh, here you are. You know, each person, just go to address, whatever it is. So do that, make an extra copy for us, we'll definitely announce it, we like doing that.
Date night is gonna be on Wednesday night this year, rather than Tuesday night as before.
Really?
Correct, right, yes,
You have that on your list.
yes.
And let's switch.
Yeah, and the other thing about money, that I'm gonna tell y'all is that we're gonna start assigning appointment times at the next by bank night. You will know your appointment time for night of relay to turn in your money. Appointments are gonna start right after luminaries over at around 9:30. Appointments are gonna be every 5 minutes until I have the team covered and you have your appointment time to turn in your money. We want you to still fundraise. Don't stop fundraising. You just come, you turn in the bulk of your money at your appointment time, and then you're done for the night. No more sitting in the Civic Center for an hour and a half or 2 hours waiting to turn in money. You come at your appointment time, you turn in the bulk of your money, and then you're done. You hold on to everything else that you fundraise, and you turn it into us the following week, okay? So we're hoping to.
There's a couple of reasons to do that. Number one, so you're not sitting in the civic center for an hour and a half while the event's going on, right? You can remove the shade of the bank night thing, you're not sitting out here for 3 hours. So we're really trying to be, you know, respectful of the time. The second reason we need the money turned in is because we have this closing ceremony. And we want to be able to announce that we get going, right? So we can't do that at county money until 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning because everybody's already midnight. So they'll assign us appointment time, like you said, bring the bulk of it, keep the numbers you need, you change or whatever. Make a second one later, that's fine. No issues there, but pay attention to those appointment times and come and get it. It's gonna help you, it's gonna help us. Okay? All right, I think I covered everything that my people mind can remember. So now I'm gonna open it up for questions.
So y'all decided on Survivor next week?
Survivor dinner is March 25th at Women of the World. I have no idea how I remember that, but I did. Invitations, I think, are going out already.
Invitations were mailed.
Huh?
Invitations were mailed.
Invitations were already
And we
mailed.
have over 30 survivors that have RSVP'd and said that they'll be there.
So we already have 30 responses. that
And
said
it
that
is
they're-
RSVP with these invitations.
Yes.
Now, how does someone get on the invitation list?
If they're a previous registered survivor, they're on the list.
Okay,
But if
But
you
you
know
can still give
someone,
their name.
yeah, if you know someone.
I have one of my
you can
survivors who
register.
registered this morning on our team, but she was on the team before, so she
Yeah,
should be.
if she was a previous registered survivor for our event, I took all the registered survivors for this year combined that with the list from last year, took out all the duplicates, and we mailed out almost 400. So,
Okay, when, if you have something to auction, when do you have to bring it?
That, the night of the event, bring it to the stage.
Okay.
Another suggestion on auction items. Make, on the auction form that you fill out,
It has to have this form on your item.
please make sure that that form is attached to your item. Attached to the item.
We can't
Tape it.
auction it.
Right, tape it, do whatever you gotta do to make sure that form is attached. That's where we get our information for me to actually auction it off. I need to know what it is. And it has to be a value of at least $100. You know how difficult it is to auction something off and try to get somebody to bid on something that they're not. You know, it's like, okay, I'm starting at 100 for this. It's nice, it's fan, but I'm gonna be down to $20 before I get somebody to do it. It just takes time. So make sure it's worth at least 100. If it's a handmade item, guess at the value, you know? But one item per team, the money goes to your team. So you bring an item that brings in $500-600, that seems stuff going for a couple thousand. That's your money. We will be able to take payments that night, cash check or credit card, right? And I think we get the little.
I'm gonna get the little square that's gonna go on my iPad or my phone, and I'll be able to swipe the credit card.
You'll swipe it and you'll get an email receipt. So. Okay, other questions? Now's the time.
One more thing about the volleyball, I mean, if I don't do that, this another lady in line who was trying to do it last year, it's $25, a team of 8. So, because last year we had some little gift bags that we gave out, so, and we could bring it to the next meeting, and it'll go to the team that sponsored it.
So $25 a team, 8 people on the team. Or
6
no,
on the floor.
6 on the floor, 2 rotating in and out, the ones that are on the cement, straight to these, and then volleyball on concrete. Okay.
She was talking about the square, about we never use your credit card. If you have a cell phone and you have the app, you can actually send somebody to your web page online. And if they donate online, it goes to your team. So everybody in here that has a phone and has an app will have the same, essentially the same capability to do the same thing at your website. So if you have somebody that comes to your website, to your campsite, and don't have cash, send them to the app, and they will get credited instantly to your account. And it'll show when we go to put your money into the account that it's already there.
Wow.
Everybody has that capability right now.
That excuse. I bet you the Girl Scouts will be put a little machine. Any other questions? Wow. Okay. Again, thank y'all so much for coming. I appreciate it. Let me tell you, I do have one more thing. Really, really excited. It took me a whole meeting not to even blurt it out there. As you know, in 2012, 2013, Fairmont Parish got #1 in the borough in customer service. That's the surveys that you guys fill out, participants fill out, post-event, right? Talks about how did we do on sound, how did we do on the experience of our event. We have over 10,000 people that come to our event. It's below people away, people in New Orleans. So, what? In Homer? Yes. So the surveys had a little glitch this year. It kind of the way they came in, so they were really delayed in getting the final numbers in there. And again, so I wanted to make sure it was right. And guess what? 2014, we got it. No event in the world has ever taken #1 in customer service 2 years in a row, much less. They just couldn't believe it. Our customer service score, by the way, was a 91. The national average is, I think, around 7. The ones that are behind us, but I want somebody to beat us.
you don't.
I know, I really do. You know, I do, because they give them something to reach for, something to shoot for. We're healthy competition, event against event. So all the money goes to the right cause, right? I want these other events to be successful like this. That means we've got more money coming in and we're gonna cure this thing with cure cancer that much faster. So, but until they do, we'll take it. So 3 years in a row. Thank you all again.
We have the fundraising club signs that we're gonna call the teams up individually so that you can take a picture with MJ and Bernadette, with your sign. Also, please, before you leave, come up here and get your team captain shirt. That will be your shirt to wear at the event. They're in size order, starting with small, all the way going this way. And also, please take those signs and stakes on the other side of the table. That is our advertising yard signs for the event. I have 250 to get out of the community, so please take, your house, your church, your school, your business, wherever you think you can put a sign, please put a sign out. Billboards are gonna probably start tomorrow. Commercial signs came in as one of our $5,000 level media sponsors this year, along with Sunburst Media. So they're providing those digital billboards for us. They hadn't done that in 3 years for us. So, we're really excited about that too.
So real quick, I don't push the time. We're gonna give these out and take these pictures and we'll get out to door prizes and help you out.
Yeah.
If you have to leave before then.
Oh, and those license plates, y'all take them.
Those are-
Off of it. Okay, USI, Rising Star. And the stakes for these signs are actually under the table in the back for the fundraising.
I'm coming up with 3 more songs, so we can people out there.
Is someone here from Unitech Training Academy? The Cross Group? Canyon Elementary faculty, family, and friends. Rising Star. Power Kansas Chick. Platinum. And I just want to say while we're doing this, Baylor Drilling is a Jade team, and they got her sign and delivered it to her at her office, so she has her sign. And Caroline and Varsity A there, they graduated to a Jade team as well, and they have their sign. So TBS Sparks Team Tigers, silver.
Yeah. Come on,
Also, Pride Financial, we're in the back, Brandon Lee. She got her sign at her office too, right in Summer. Gold, Sister York. All right, next is that coach out there, Silver Team.
Sitting over here like, I don't even know who I am. In the middle. I need to get over with my hair in the middle. We, this week in the hospice, we made a team. My boss is,
I love it.
put your name down. I'm gonna put your name down.
That's right, that's right. Oh, I was about to say, isn't that song, that's.
So most of my team is, it was started out, it was like 15, but now it's like, some white ladies, friends are family.
You know what it is, that's right, I just didn't.
Friends, tell me,
Are you done with the whole
I was texting oh my God, she gives me the sheets, some new sheets that came out. She's like, how many sheets were, I said, for like 10 minutes.
Oh.
I said, and today I just.
Ticket number 507. 507.
Thank y'all, I'll see y'all soon. Okay.
Ticket 500. Right here in front. I gotta get rid of this one.
I'm gonna stop. Who said
And then ticket number 496.
496.
496, right here, right there. All right, the next one.
Well.
Ticket 506. Oh, right here.
Yeah, you should have one.